Hi everyone. Today we'll be talking about the Chapter 2 Fundamentals of Partnership. The subtopics to be covered are methods of preparing partners' capital account, calculation of opening capital, and an example based on it. Now there are two methods of preparing partners' capital account, namely fluctuating capital method and fixed capital method. In case of fluctuating capital method, one account, that is partner's capital account, is prepared, and in case of fixed capital method, two accounts, that is partner's current account and partner's capital account, is prepared. Let's talk about the first method, that is the fluctuating capital method. Under the fluctuating capital method, only one account, as I told you, that is the partner's capital account, is maintained for each partner. All the transactions of a partner, such as capital introduced or withdrawn, salary or commission allowed, interest allowed on capital, drawings against profit, interest charged on drawings, the share of profit or loss, all these transactions are transferred to his capital account. As a result, the balance in the capital account fluctuates with every transaction. Therefore, the name has been given fluctuating capital method because the partner's capital account fluctuates, keeps on fluctuating with every transaction. The capital account may have a credit or debit balance. If it has a credit balance, it is shown on the liability side of balance sheet, and if it has a debit balance, then it is shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. Please note that if any instruction or information is not given in the question, it is always assumed that the partner's capital account are made following the fluctuating capital method. Now let's talk about the second method, that is fixed capital method. The fixed capital means that the capital invested by each partner in the firm remains fixed or unaltered unless a partner introduces additional capital or withdraws out of his or her capital. When the fixed capital method is followed, two accounts, namely partner's capital account and partner's current account, are prepared. The capital account of each partner shows the same balance year after year and changes only if additional capital introduced or if drawings are made out of capital. On the other hand, the current account is maintained to record the transactions other than the transactions of capital, such as the drawings out of profit, interest allowed, capital, interest charged on drawings, salary, commission, profits, losses, and so on. As a result, the balance of current account fluctuates with every transaction with the partner. Now let's talk about the format of partner's capital account. In case of fluctuating capital method, as I told you that only one account is made, that is the partner's capital account. If you notice on the DR and CR side, I have mentioned to balance brought down and by balance brought down. So if in the question the debit balance is given, that is shown on the debit side, and if the credit balance is shown, it is shown on the credit side. Now since this is the fluctuating capital method, so all the transactions relating to the partners are shown under one head, that is partners capital account. So on the debit side, I have written the drawings out of capital, drawings out of profit. Both the drawings are included here because we are following the fluctuating capital method. Interest on drawings, profit and loss account, balance is also shown on the debit side. If you look on the credit side, the additional capital introduced, the interest on capital, salary, commission, the profit and loss account profit, all these things are mentioned on the credit side. Please remember that whenever a partner has to bear something, it is always shown on the debit side, and whenever the partner receives something, it is always shown on the credit side. Finally, when you balance the partner's capital account, the balancing figure may come on either of the side, either on the debit side or on the credit side, depending upon the opening balance and depending upon the transactions given in the question. So, a gist of it is that in case of fluctuating capital method, all the transactions relating to a partner are shown at one place. Contrary to the fixed capital method, where two accounts, that is the partner's capital account and the partner's current account, are prepared. Now, since two accounts are prepared here, the partner's capital account, as the name of the method suggests, remains fixed. It changes only in case of two circumstances. First, the additional capital introduced, which is shown on the credit side. And second, the drawings out of capital, means when the capital is withdrawn, which is shown on the debit side. So the partner's capital account remains same year after year, and it changes only in case of these two circumstances. The partner's current account, on the other hand, fluctuates. It may have a DR balance or a CR balance as the opening balance, which will be shown on the DR or CR side respectively. The drawings out of profit, the interest on drawings, the profit and loss account loss are shown on the debit side. Interest on capital, salary, commission and P&L appropriation profit is shown on the credit side. So all other adjustments relating to a partner are shown in partner's current account, whereas the partner's capital account remains fixed and changes only in case of additional capital or drawings out of capital. Now let's see how we can calculate the opening capital in both of these methods. In case of fluctuating capital method, the opening capital can be calculated by applying this formula. Opening capital is required because interest on capital is always calculated on the opening balance of capital. So if in a question the closing balance of capital is given, we first need to calculate the opening capital. The opening capital can be calculated as follows. In case of fluctuating capital method, if you remember, all the transactions were mentioned in one account, that is the partner's capital account. Therefore, while calculating opening capital, all the transactions which you had shown in the capital account will be added or subtracted here. Now, since we are starting with the capital at the end, therefore the balance, the plus or minus balance would be opposite. Drawings are normally subtracted from opening capital, but here it will be added. Interest on drawings and losses are subtracted from opening capital, but since we are starting with the capital in the end, therefore it will be added. Additional capital introduced, profits, interest on capital, salary, commission, all these are added to the opening capital, but here they are subtracted because of the reason we are starting with the closing capital. So the closing capital would be given in the question. Some of the other items would be given in the question. By adding and subtracting these items, you can calculate the opening capital. Always remember, in case of fluctuating capital method, all the transactions have been mentioned here. Drawings out of capital as well as out of profit. So all the transactions are mentioned here and we are not excluding anything. On the contrary, in case of fixed capital method, since our capital account had a fixed balance, therefore only two things were shown in the partner's capital account: the additional capital introduced and the drawings out of capital. Since only two things were shown in the partner's capital account, so only those two things have been adjusted here. Drawings out of capital has been added and additional capital introduced has been subtracted, giving you the opening capital. I am repeating that opening capital is required in order to calculate interest on capital. Depending upon the question, that in the question which method is being followed, you will use these statements to calculate opening capital. Now let's take an example. Naresh and Sukesh are partners with capital of 3 lakh each as on 31st March 2019. I would like to draw your attention on 31st March 2019. Since this is the end of the year, that means the closing capital has been given to you in the question. Naresh had withdrawn 50,000 against capital. Against capital means that these are drawings out of capital. He has withdrawn capital on 1st October 2018. And also 1 lakh besides the drawings against capital. Now this means that he had also withdrawn 1 lakh in addition to the drawings out of capital that he had made. So basically drawings out of capital is 50,000 and drawings out of profit is 1 lakh. Sukesh has also had drawings of 1 lakh. So since it's not mentioned whether these are drawings out of capital or drawings out of profit, we will assume it to be drawings out of profit. Interest on capital is to be allowed at the rate of 10% per annum and the net profit is 2 lakh, which is yet to be distributed. Pass the journal entries for interest on capital and distribution of profit. First of all, we need to calculate the opening capital. Now, capital in the end was given to you as 3 lakh and 3 lakh each for Naresh and Sukesh. In case of Naresh, he had withdrawn out of capital 50,000. So, drawings out of capital has been added. In case of Naresh, drawings out of profit was 1 lakh. And in case of Sukesh, drawings out of profit was again 1 lakh. So therefore, our capital in the beginning or the opening capital for Naresh and Sukesh respectively is 4,50,000 and 4 lakh. Please draw your attention to the fact that drawings out of capital has been made only by Naresh and the date of drawings was 1st of October. So that means he had withdrawn 50,000 after 6 months. Now, look at the capital in the beginning, which was 4,50,000 and 4 lakh. Coming to our second working note. In case of Naresh, the opening balance was 4,50,000. In case of Sukesh, the opening balance of capital account was 4 lakh. Now Naresh had withdrawn 50,000 out of his capital. So after 6 months, his capital would have become 4 lakh. From 4,50,000, he had withdrawn 50,000. So his capital after 6 months would have been 4 lakh. So interest has been separately calculated in both cases. On 4,50,000 for 6 months and on the remaining 4 lakh again for 6 months. The total interest on capital for Naresh is 42,500. In case of Sukesh, he had made drawings, but those drawings were out of profit. There were no drawings out of capital in case of Sukesh. So directly we have calculated 10% of 4 lakh, which is 40,000. Let's look at the journal entries. The first entry is profit and loss account DR to Naresh capital to Sukesh capital. The total interest has been transferred to the debit side of P&L appropriation account. The second entry is profit and loss account appropriation account DR to Naresh capital to Sukesh capital. Now this is the profit that has been distributed between the partners in their profit sharing ratio. The profit which was given in the question was 2 lakh. Out of that 2 lakh, 82,500 is the interest which is allowed to the partners. So the balance or the divisible profit amounts to 1,17,500, which has been distributed between Naresh and Sukesh in equal ratio. Why equal ratio? Because in the question, the profit sharing ratio was not given. So please remember that The interest on capital is always calculated on the opening balance of capital, and if in case the opening capital is not given, then we need to calculate the opening balance of capital. In this video, we have learnt about the two methods of preparing partners' capital account, namely the fixed capital method and the fluctuating capital method. Thank you so much for your cooperation. If you liked my content, please show some love and support by liking my video and subscribing to my channel, Inside Accountancy by Shakun. It will really motivate me to upload more content. Thank you so much.